The rematch between Arman Tsarukyan and Georgio has officially been canceled. The two were scheduled to compete in a 10-minute submission-only bout at Hype Brazil on March 11th. However, Pulis has pulled out of the matchup, stating that he would prefer their rematch to take place at Real American Freestyle instead. In an interview with Ariel Helwani, Pulis said that he's also planning on speaking to Dana White about fighting Arman in the UFC at some point.
Arman thinks I won't fight him. I will fight him anywhere, anytime. And do we have a call with Dana today or tomorrow? So we're currently planning on trying to get a phone call to see if we can make that happen.
Okay.
Now as that goes, I know Dana's look on the Paul brothers and how he didn't want it in the UFC, but at the same time, I think that Dana also doesn't want to lose business to another organization. I think he's a businessman, so. I mean, I could only hope that it's something he'll entertain, but I completely understand if it's something he doesn't want to entertain.
Oh my gosh. I feel like that would be big business right there.
It would be great business.
Is there a meeting on the books, or you're trying to track him down? Where do we stand?
Yeah, I'll say I'll do this on it.
Okay.
Carlos Prates claims that his name was offered to Conor McGregor. However, Conor turned it down. In an interview last night, Prates said, "Nothing came to me from the UFC. I believe they did offer my name to McGregor though. Yes, and then he chickened out and ran away. The guy's been inactive for 5 years, and it's not even in his weight class. Even though his last fights were at 170, he's not a natural 170 pounder. I'm coming in with all the hype, knocking everyone out. So I believe that if I were in his position, I wouldn't accept that fight either. No way. I think he probably wants to fight, I don't know, maybe a former champion or someone like that." Garry recently posted a video calling out Islam Makhachev and responding to Ali Abdelaziz. Claims that he's the one set to fight Islam next, but says Islam needs more time. Ali, however, stated that the UFC is working on a big fight for Islam and that it's not Garry, but says Ali is talking out of his ass.
What's going on with the Islam fight?
He needs more time, and his agent's talking out with.
Why is that?
Because Ali's full of little rat.
Why does Islam need more time?
I don't know. No, I believe Islam's ready to fight. I believe Islam's the very best this world has to offer as a fighter. But don't call yourself the pound for pound greatest on the planet and try to push for more time. That's all. Anyone, anywhere, anytime. That's the baddest man on the planet, and the guy who lives by that mantra is me.
Michael Morales is also pushing to fight Islam next. Over the weekend at UFC Mexico, Morales was shown on the big screen inside the arena, and he used the moment to call out Islam.
Michael Morales looking for a title shot against the champion Islam Makhachev, still undefeated, 19-0.
Today, Morales posted a photoshopped picture of him and Islam facing off to his Instagram story. He followed up by posting this. In the caption, he has a shushing face emoji and a handwriting emoji. Sean Brady versus Joaquin Buckley is set to go down at UFC Fight Night on April 25th. On his podcast, Brady reveals that he recently had a heated interaction with Buckley outside of the UFC PI.
So we're in Vegas. We're at the Apex. That's where I was doing all my I was doing all my testing. I'm in the front waiting for an Uber. Some loud mother coming out. It's Buckley.
Yeah.
He looks over. He's like, "Oh," and then he starts getting.
He say Sean Brady.
He says some Sean Brady, something along those lines. And prior to this, though, he said something about me with my staph infection and me about like washing my.
Yeah.
He was like, he started getting. He was like, "Man," it started talking about my eye. Like, he was like, "Why you block me on Instagram?" We're like about like here, and like, he's just like he's loud. Bro.
Yeah.
I'm just not that. So
We
I'm
be
like,
loud sometimes.
So we're talking
bro.
about, yeah, bro. I was like, I'm looking dead at him. I'm like, I don't like all that talking. I was like, I don't like all that Instagram. He's like, "Oh, that's how we got to sell fights." So we talked for like 5 minutes. Like, I'm like, I don't think it's funny. He's like trying to like talking about selling fights and this. I'm like, all right, brother, like that's not how I go about doing whatever. That's why I blocked you loud. Because I don't like it. So we're talking. My Uber comes. We bounce. I see an interview. This mother says that he was trying to talk to me, and I just like stood in the corner
And with your head
and
down.
didn't say it, which is,
Right there.
brother, I know the people at the PI.
Yeah.
I could probably get them to give us the footage. We were like, he was here and like we were talking and like, I got like a little, like I got closer, like, we're talking just like this. My Uber came, me and Jonathan, we left.
Yeah.
Like I'm pretty sure he even like tried to shake my hand. Like,
Yeah.
so I'm just like, bro, like, but that's what I like. I don't do all this. Like I'm not trying to sell a fight, brother. We're fighting at the apex. Like we don't like. It's not
necessary, you feel?
It's not necessary.
Jiri Prochazka reveals what he believes it will take to beat Carlos Ulberg. Alex Pereira vacated the light heavyweight title, and Jiri is set to face Carlos at UFC 327 for the vacant belt. Speaking to Ariel Helwani, Jiri said, "I already chose the way I like to hunt Ulberg because he doesn't like the pressure. He doesn't like to be hunted. This is what I say to myself. I need to be that one who catches this guy. There is no other way to fight him. He is fast, good kickboxer. He likes to jump a lot, be light on his legs. He don't like to wrestle. He doesn't like to be on the ground. So pressure, that's it." Jiri also gave his take on Alex Pereira vacating the title. He continued, "I'm not surprised. I think it's a gentleman thing. When you go up, it's normal to release the title. I hope to fight Pereira again. Possible opponents for me, there were Ulberg and Pereira. I wanted just one of these two for the title fight because I think other fighters don't deserve it. I made enough progress in the division to take back what's mine." Alexander Volkanovski discusses whether he believes Max Holloway is still in his prime. Volk says if Max beats Charles Oliveira at UFC 326 this weekend, he deserves the next lightweight title shot.
Is Max in his prime? I'm saying is his chin exactly the same as you? I don't know. So I know it used to be just a granite chin, and then I reckon his skills are just as much as his skills are like in prime, but maybe there's other bits that just maybe declined a little bit. So it would be hard to say he's in his prime, but he's still right there, pretty much in his prime. So pretty much, yeah, you could say he's pretty much in his prime. Fighting Conor McGregor, I don't know. You know what I mean? That's a tricky one. Let's talk about, what's next for Max? He's taken out Gaethje, who's the interim champ. He's taken out Dustin Poirier, who's fought for the title how many times? And now he's going to beat Charles Oliveira. If he obviously, I'm saying this, after this fight he wins, he beats Charles Oliveira. How's he not fighting for the title? I believe he should have already fought for the title, to be quite honest. Obviously he lost, but that was at featherweight against the champ. Then there's an interim. You think that he would have been a no-brainer if the guy that was in the interim was Gaethje, even though he beat Gaethje. I think that should have been Max, to be honest. But 100% I think he fights for a belt. I think that's clear. The only other one it could be a big fight with someone like a Conor McGregor or something like that. Max is a big enough star to make that a big fight, but I mean that's just not a good fight for Conor.
On Demetrius Johnson's YouTube channel, Max Holloway reacts to fighters who copy his signature point down move, but don't actually stand and trade the way he does.
Is you pointing down. Now everyone is trying to do it, and no one is doing it quite like Max Holloway does it. What's your reaction to this epidemic that has taken over MMA fights of these guys pointing down, but then they don't actually go in there and stand and bang? What's your reaction to that?
Shame on them. Shame on them.
Shame.
I mean, once you said it, bro, I already knew it was coming, bro. I swear, after
it's every weekend now. I don't get it.
UFC event, my Twitter is going off because people are just like, "Oh, look, someone tried to do the best MMA point down." Oh my god! It's like, bless it, look what the hell you did to the sport. You're ruining it. I'm like, bro, it's crazy over here. Holy.
There was another funny moment that happened during that interview. Mighty Mouse didn't know that Max was only 34 years old.
It's just doing all that and then, taking the right supplements, eating right, eating good, being know at your age, like, of course I can feel the difference, I'm 34 now.
Damn, you're 34?
Yeah.
Oh, man, I'm about to be 40. You're still you're like, I'm 34. I fight for 10 years.
yeah. You know what I mean? I'm 34 now, bro. And
damn.
Reiner De Ridder is set to face Caio Borralho this weekend at UFC 326. RDR enters the fight coming off a TKO loss to Brendan Allen after he was unable to leave his corner for the final round. Looking back, he thinks fighting 4 times in 2025 may have been too much and believes that played a role in his recent setback. RDR also says he almost hopes that his fight against Caio this weekend goes longer so he can showcase the improvements he's made to his cardio.
It's been good. So I've done a lot of work figuring out where my body's at, what went wrong with my body, and I think I found that out. And got back to hard training. Feel basically 5 years younger. So yeah, ready to go. I just did a full analysis of everything that went wrong, and figured out that fighting 5 times in 11 months is a bit too much, maybe. And I really put a lot of effort into recovery this time. A lot of oxygen stuff. It's maybe a bit too boring for this, but I feel good again. I feel like I can run through a wall every once in a while. No, mostly just the physical thing. Mostly just recovery. I know I can beat anybody on the planet. And I think I kind of showed it in the fight as well. First round, I fully dominated him. Got close to finishing him. Had a full metabolic dump, basically, like no energy left. And I still got him in the reverse triangle in the 3rd round. So I know my skills are there. I know mentally I'm always strong. But now, hopefully I can show off my body's there again as well. Dricus is around. Adesanya is still a great fight. The only thing I have to do to set me up for all of those cool fights is beat Caio and beat him decisively, and then I'm right there again. I like full dominance, me pressing the action, getting close, being in control. Might be nice if it goes a little longer to prove that there's some cardio now, but I don't really need that, to be honest. If I can just finish him early, that'd be the dream scenario.
After defeating Benson Henderson at RAF 6 over the weekend, Aljamain Sterling went on a heated rant about the UFC. He said he believes he's earned a featherweight title shot at this point, but feels the promotion wants to see him lose. His coach Ray Longo agrees, adding that Aljo is being overlooked in the current featherweight title picture.
What has this guy not done?
Right.
That he has to even get on there and get angry like that to get a
I wouldn't say angry as much as I would say matter of fact.
That's a little edgier than Aljo's character. No, he's pissed. He should be pissed. They're freezing the guy out. You know, what is he, 36 now? Let him fight. He hasn't fought anybody. Give him anybody, like he said. They're freezing that kid out for a reason because they think he's going to win. That's my personal opinion. They don't want to give him somebody because Aljo's got a really good chance of winning.
Dricus du Plessis says he was confident he was going to beat Khamzat Chimaev up until he heard the 10-second clapper, signaling the end of the fight. He added that heading into the final round, he was fully confident he would either submit or knock Khamzat out. Dricus says he knows that he can make Khamzat quit in a rematch.
Was he tougher than you expected him to be?
No, he wasn't tougher than I expected him to be. I could see at the end of that fight when we went into that final round, and I was honestly thinking I'm winning this fight up until I heard that 10-second clapper and I knew it's over. But when I went out for that last round, I was 100% certain that I'm either going to sub this guy or I'm going to knock him out.
Wow.
And when I got that takedown, I got on top, got in the choke, started landing. I was starting to, but just too little, too late. And I could feel he didn't want to be there anymore. I could feel it.
Really? But based on what?
100%. Just on the way he looked, just on the way he felt. I could feel when I got on top of him. I could feel he went, oh.
Wow.
And but he was on top for the whole fight, basically. But I know I can make that man quit.
So you never lost faith. He didn't break your will. You always believed till the dying seconds.
There's not a man in life that can break my will.
Okay. And I'm not suggesting I felt that, to be honest, but because, the people start reading body language and whatnot, you're always wondering what's going on in someone's mind as the fight is playing out that way. But to hear you say that you had faith until the last 10 seconds is remarkable.
Yeah, 100%. I mean, yeah, like I say, for me, there's not a man alive that can break me. Mentally, there's no way.
Khamzat Chimaev responded to Dricus. Homa Fight reposted that interview to their Instagram, and Khamzat left a comment with a facepalm emoji and 4 laughing emojis. Recently, Ariel Helwani reported that the UFC is working on Alex Pereira versus Jon Jones for the White House card, with Pereira versus Ciryl Gane for the interim heavyweight title as the backup plan. However, according to Charles Oliveira, Pereira will not be fighting Gane for an interim title. In an interview with RMC Sport, Oliveira was asked what's next for Pereira, and he replied something bigger is coming. What do you guys think? Do you think Oliveira is referring to Jon Jones? What else could he be talking about? Post your thoughts in the comments. And that's going to wrap it up for the news. Thanks for watching. For daily MMA news and content, subscribe to Full Mount MMA and click the bell icon to be notified when we post videos. Here are the 3 top comments from last video. These comments are in reference to Justin Gaethje appearing on Neon's stream. The first one's from the hippie missionary. It says, "We'd like no more Neon." The second one's from Bruce. It says, "Neon is a certified dork." And the final one's from Ted. It says, "Neon isn't MMA news that I want to see." Those were the 3 top comments from last video. If you want to be featured in the next one, all you have to do is comment down below. And if you missed yesterday's news, click the video on screen right now to get caught up.